search tree algorithm is all about. Now, the first algorithm that we are going to talk about is best first search, BEST, first search. The idea is to use evaluation function for each node, estimate of desirability, and expand the most desirable unexpanded node. Now, this is a bit of wordy uh, slide, I guess, in this collection of slide. So I need you to understand this. We have in best first search function called as evaluation function fn applied to every node that sits into fringe list. That's the first idea, first important insight that we already know. That we talked about it just 5 minutes back. Then, what is this f of n? How do I actually calculate f of n? What is f of n is the word explanation of f of n is it is the desirability. Okay, so it is estimate of desirability of choosing that node to expand next. So if I have multiple nodes sitting in the fringe list, f of n will decide which is the most desirable node to choose them from. So इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है I am prioritizing. तो ये जो wordiness है इसका मतलब simple है. इसका मतलब है I am prioritizing the fringe nodes or fringe list prioritize sorry fringe list based on f of n function f of n's value, and the algorithms that follow this strategy, they are generally referred to as best first search algorithms. So it's a class of algorithms in a way. The best first search algorithms, it's a class of algorithms, okay, that you need to understand. Now, as I already told you, I can choose amongst three ways to calculate f of n. The worst possible way in this case would be to use g of n, which is there in the definition of the problem, which is called as the path cost. Okay. Second way is to use heuristic function, and the third way is to mix both of them. That is, use both of them. So these are the three ways I can actually have best first search algorithm to be using f of n to prioritize the nodes in the fringe list and decide upon which is the most desirable next node to pick from the fringe list. Okay. Now, what is heuristic function? So the new thing in this particular discussion is what is this heuristic function that we want to either mix with g of n or that we want to replace g of n with in the uniform cost search. If you remember, uniform cost search was doing exactly the same. It was prioritizing fringe list. So uniform cost search is also a best first search kind of search algorithm, but it was not based on any additional information than the definition of the problem. Hence, we did not classify it to be a informed search algorithm. So ये याद रखो. So you can consider that whatever algorithms we are using here, the greedy form of best first search or A star algorithm, they are, you can consider as extension of this basic algorithm, which was the uniform cost search. So I just replace in uniform cost search value of gn with hn, and I get f of n. F of n is equal to h of n, which is greedy best first search. So this, if I use h of n, it is called as greedy best first search. Why it is greedy and all, we'll talk about that soon. Okay, but it is greedy search. Okay, greedy क्योंकि लालची है वो. That is the reason it is called as greedy. And a greed is a bit resolved by adding this h of n plus g of n thing, which is again an extension to uniform cost search. So all these informed search strategies, they are extension to uniform cost search mechanism of handling fringe list as a priority queue. In greedy search, I organize the priority queue as based on h of n equals f of n for any node n that is sitting in the fringe list. Now, what is the heuristic function or h of n? H of n is, first and foremost, it is an estimated cost. So it's an estimate. It's an approximation. So that word is very important. So H of n is an approximation. It is not something which is going to be fixed even after you have solved the problem. So far, the problems that we are solving, they are deterministic, and we hope whatever actions we are doing, their responses or their resultants are deterministic. Though this function h of n is kind of an estimation or approximation. So we are including some approximation in the calculation using this heuristic value or heuristic function. Okay, so what is it estimation of? This is an estimation of cheapest path from the node n to the goal node. So now to explain this, I need to draw a tree and explain you what is h of n. Now consider that I have an arbitrary search tree which has certain amount of nodes like these, and I am expanding a search tree and not a graph search. Okay, I'm doing a tree search, not a graph search. So I may start with some node A, there is this node B, then there is this node C, then there is this node D, and then there are multiple levels going forward, and I may be reaching my goal node following certain path that is extending from C. Okay, so consider that this is multi-step path. This is multi-step path. That is, after C, I'm moving to some other nodes and then reaching goal node. Okay, that is how I reach the goal node. Maybe in this search tree, at some point over here, there is another alternative path, and that is possible. Obviously, there is an alternative path that may lead to a goal node in a different subtree. Okay, so now consider that if I start from A, I follow through C. Sorry, consider that I start from initial state A, I'm following through this subtree, which is C is at the root in. Okay, even with this subtree, there are two paths. One goes like this and the other one goes like this. So there are two paths. Path number 1, I may call it as P1, and there is path number 2, P2. So I may have such scenario in many different problems, that there are multiple solutions and the multiple solutions can be reached going through one single node. Okay, please understand, my solution cost will be what? My solution cost will be, so if I call this earlier path P0, moving from A to C, okay, as P0, and this path as P1 and this path as P2, then it will be actually a mix of two costs, right? The total cost of reaching to G from A would be having two different values, P0 plus P1 and P0 plus P2. Okay, I'm assume that I'm assuming I'm calculating the complete value. Now please understand the portion of cost. So if I'm talking about whether to expand C or not, at this point in the calculation, when C is there in the fringe list, I already know what is P0. I already know what is P0 and I know it with surety. I know its value for sure. It is fixed, and that is generally referred to as G of, in this case, the node that we are talking about is C. So this is nothing but path cost of C, because we already know we have reached in this state space search up to node C, and we are inspecting whether to expand node C or not. So whether node C is goal node, we won't expand it. If it is not goal node, we will expand it. That's the step where we have reached. Okay, so this portion P0 is a fixed portion. What about the rest of the cost in the final solution? So I may actually have two final solutions. That is, there may be two paths to reach goal node. One path is P0 plus P1, and the other path is P0 plus P2. Okay, so if I represent cost of this path as C of P1 and C of P2. Okay, I know P0 is G of X already, or G of C in this case already. Then this can be cost of following path 1, cost of following path 2. Consider when you're at the you're running the algorithm and you have just brought C out from the fringe list, or you are about to bring C out from the fringe list. Okay, you don't know what is going to be the rest of the paths, or how many rest of the paths are going to be, right? So you can only estimate somehow, you can only estimate what could be the remaining cost to reach the goal node. Sorry, I should use the, बहुत बार मैं मिस करता हूँ कि वो नीचे है actually the so we can only estimate what is the cost for reaching the goal node from the initial node. And there may be multiple paths reaching the goal node, or there may be a single path. Even if there is a single path or there are multiple paths, I don't know the exact amount of cost that I would incur in future when I actually reach the goal node, because I'm yet not found the goal node. I've yet not found the goal node. So I am not sure how much cost it is going to be. So this is nothing but some estimation of the cost to reach the goal node. So what is heuristic function? H of n. So h of n is nothing but it is an estimation of not just to reach the goal node, but it is an estimation of how am I able to reach the goal node using the cheapest path. Okay, so out of P1 and P2, we also estimate which is the cheapest path and then what is the cost of using that. That is the notion of H of n. Okay, so G of C is something that we already know, and G of H of C is something that is referred to as an estimation. It is an estimation of what? Estimation of cost that will be incurred in going from the node C, if I'm referring n is equal to C, going from node C to the goal node using the cheapest path, because there could be multiple paths to reach the goal node. Okay, so whether the problem has a single path from any node to the goal node or has multiple paths, this particular function h of n applies in both the scenarios. What I need to do is I need to evaluate somehow, or I need to find out somehow, or I need to estimate, the correct word is estimate somehow, the cost of reaching the goal node from a node n. That is what is heuristic function all about. And now you will get an idea about why there are two different ways, and one of the ways called as greedy. Okay, if I'm here and I only rely on my decision on the cost I incurred in path P1 or P2, the least cost, that is an estimation of least cost reaching the goal node from the current node, then I'm always kind of relying on my greed from my experience, maybe that tells me that it will be, if I choose C, I will reach the goal node first. So now what I'm trying to compare at the moment, I'm trying to compare whether to remove B, whether to remove C, or whether to remove D from the fringe list. And that value, if I only base on the heuristic function value, that is h of n value, which is an estimation of the cheapest path to the goal node from the current node. Okay, since this is not what the search algorithm already knows, this is something that we require it to be fed with. We need to feed it into the definition as an extra information, and hence the name of the algorithm, inform search algorithm. Now this heuristic function, although it is an estimate, it may be arrived at after solving lot of such problems in past. Okay, I can get this information by solving a lot of such problems in past, and I know that if I get a certain state, from that state reaching the goal state would be this much actions ahead, or this much these many action sequences you reach to the goal node. Maybe somehow that information is what we are talking about as the heuristic information. Since it's an coming over multiple experiences in solving that problem, it is just an estimate. It may be an accurate estimate for the current environment, or it may be some approximation of today's environment based on what I have seen previously. Okay, so if the environment is unchanged, unaltered completely, then obviously my heuristic function estimation would be most closer to final value, but it may not be always the case. Okay, so please understand, heuristic function is purely an estimated value. It is an estimated value to reach the goal node from a particular node based on cheapest path that takes you to the goal node. The cost of cheapest path, that is what the estimation is. Okay, the algorithm that purely bases its prioritization of fringe list based on h of n is generally referred to as a greedy algorithm, because due to the past experience, the algorithm is greedily selects the best path in the current scenario. Like, as you progress down the hill, down into the search space, you may later on feel that maybe some path which was estimated of higher cost earlier in the tree is not that costly. Later on, it could be identified when you actually go and do the steps. Due to changes in the environment, due to environment mean revamping itself somehow, the actual cost may differ when you actually take that particular path. And thus, since you have based completely the actions based on the estimations, you might lose to get the optimal solution. So with the greedy algorithms, it is always important to note that you may not always land into a optimal solution. So if you want to compare now an informed search strategy which is greedy with other search strategies, you need to understand that it is maintaining a priority queue. So time and space complexity will be much more like the one we saw for uniform cost search, because it is also maintaining the priority queue. Whereas the optimality criteria and the other criteria was what, the completeness. This algorithm will be also definitely complete, because if the goal node is there, you will have the heuristic for reaching the goal node from every node, and you will get the solution. So getting the solution is not a problem. So completeness is not a problem, but optimality is surely a problem, because you are doing estimations in choosing the right node out of the fringe list. Hence, you may land in an suboptimal solution at the end of the day, and that's the issue. And that's why, to correct that issue, what we do is we mix the known thing, the sure thing, which is the path cost I have already incurred. I mix it with the heuristic value in order to get the f of n value, and then this is might be something like correction factor. So estimate might be a wild estimate, but the cost is the thing that I have already surely paid so far. So I'm mixing both the things, and I'm mixing it throughout the calculation. So in this example, we only talked about decision at one selection point, but as we go in this tree down and start walking over path P1 or P2, based on what decisions we take ahead later, that is, based on those decisions, if we base our decisions based on the cost incurred while moving to the next node, the next child node, accumulated cost पे based वो decision रहेंगे, and if we mix it with the heuristic value, then our decision will be much more appropriate. Now you will argue that सिर्फ path cost पे ही decision लिया तो वो ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं रहेगा क्या? वो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा, लेकिन अगर मेरे पास additional information है about the domain through my previous experience, which can add up my path cost value, then it is going to be a more better strategy, क्योंकि वो ज़्यादा जल्दी solution तक मुझे पहुंचाएगा और ज़्यादा अच्छा path ढूंढ के दे सकता है. That's the argument over using h of n over g of n, or h of n along with g